The 1 Series by Canik. Let's check it out. Guys, the Canik TP9 series has just been huge, very popular. A lot of people love these handguns because of the price, but also because of the quality. Honestly, these stand against any of your premium brand striker fire semi-automatics. But today we're going to take a look at their 1 Series. Now, the 1 Series actually makes it just bare bones. It brings the price down to be very reasonable, and there's some things that are typically with the Canik pistols that they've just left off. But it still is the same Canik pistol as far as all the features, all the functions, all the quality. Now this is for the Canik TP9sf and the TP9sf Elite, which is a little more compact, but it has extra features to it. Now the actual name of this pistol in Turkey is called the Canik, but here in the US it's called the Canik, just like we call the country Turkey, Turkey, and they call it Turkey. Now both of these pistols are very popular in the Canik line, but I would say that the Elite is definitely a more popular pistol, mainly because it's about the same size as a Glock 19. It's a little more compact in size than your standard SF, which is a full-size pistol. Now we need to go ahead and make sure the guns are unloaded. We're going to drop our magazine, check the chambers, and they're empty. One of the first basic things is that you have a 15-round magazine here. You have a 18+1 with the SF. The barrel length on the Elite is 4.19 inches. With the SF is 4.46 inches. Here you can see there's not really a lot of difference between the slide length. And then with the grip length, you have just a little bit extra with the SF. But both of these grips are actually identical in all the texturing. But the differences with the Elite, we have front cocking serrations, we have ambidextrous slide stops. The trigger does have a red safety right here, and we do have a fiber optic front sight with a Warren Tactical rear blacked out sight. With the SF, we have a blacked out Warren Tactical back sight, but then we have just the white dot at the front. Makes a nice contrast. They are all steel, and there's a number of different options out on the market where you can switch these out. But the big thing is what is the 1 Series all about? First off, you get 1 magazine with each pistol. Now 15 and then 18, they are Metgar mags. They're good quality mags. Here we have one that's the 15 rounder, and it does have the AFC coating, which makes it really slick, really easy to get in and out. And Metgar makes excellent quality magazines, actually for a lot of the different gun companies. And you only get 1 extra back strap between the 2 handguns, and also typically there's a holster that's included with the Canik series. Now the Canik holsters are fair quality. I mean, they're not super quality, but they're a great surrogate until you find something that you really want. So I kind of like that feature, just having something as soon as you get the handgun. But it has been left out, and that actually aids in the price. And the box that it comes in is pretty basic, but it's still a good solid box, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. One of the other differences with the Elite is the first Elite had a tungsten gray Cerakote. Now it was over a phosphate finish, so it had a really good bite to it. But these are nitrided slides, black nitride, and that holds up extremely well, and that's on both of the handguns. But honestly, other than that, there are no different changes. The pistols are exactly identical in the exterior and the interior with the 1 or with the standard models. And they do come with the Canik lifetime warranty. Now, while it does have a really nice hard plastic box, it is simplified. A lot of times some of the pistols have a lot going on in here with foam, but this is still a very nice box. You also get the 1 extra back strap and then the 1 on the handgun. You do get the 1 magazine, and then of course, you know, your operator's manual, things like that. but it's really simplified, and that just helps keep the price down. Of course, very noticeable is the absence of the holster, which has become really one of Canik's trademarks. It does have a match grade barrel that has button rifling. These guns are really accurate and have been all throughout the series. They both have 1913 Picatinny rail, 3 slots, has some serrations on the front of the trigger guard, but it is rounded off. The magazine release is reversible, but it's not ambidextrous. And you do have ambidextrous slide releases on the Elite, but on the TP9sf, we just have the basic slide release right here. It is a little bit extended, but it's definitely not ambidextrous. Now we've dropped the magazine, the chamber is empty. We're going to look at the trigger, and that's one of the huge pluses with the Caniks. You have your little blade safety, so unless you're pressing the blade itself, you're not going to fire. Okay, but with the trigger, we have a nice, clean, smooth take-up, little bit of resistance, and a crisp break. Reset is super fast. With the SF model, clean take-up, a little bit of resistance, nice clean break. Identical to the Elite. Let's check trigger pull weight with our Lyman trigger gauge from Brownells. 4 pounds, 3.6 ounces. 4 pounds, 6.4 ounces. 4 pounds, 3.9 ounces. I want to thank Fiocchi for sponsoring the ammo, all made right here in the USA. And this is all 115 grain full metal jacket. And also I want to thank Lula Loaders for supplying the loaders. Makes things a lot faster. Guys, taking any of the TP9 series pistols down to the range is always a pleasure. I mean, they're just really excellent shooting firearms. Based again on the Walther P99, so it's a proven design. The trigger, though, is the big deal. I mean, it is smooth, it's a crisp break, and then the reset is excellent. And that really allows you to get fast second and third follow-up shots, but also it helps with accuracy. You know, if you have a bad trigger in a pistol, it can affect your accuracy. You can pull at the wrong moment. This, you know when you pull the trigger, it's a nice crisp break. Now, when my daughter was looking for a home defense firearm, a full-size handgun, she already had her concealed carry, and I said, what pistol do you want? And she immediately said, I like the Canik. And so she picked out one of the Canik TP9sf Elites. But the one is exactly the same. It just has a black slide instead of the tungsten Cerakote finish. Those worn tactical sights, especially on the Elite with the fiber optic, it's just really easy to see. But on the basic SF model, the white outline and the blacked out rear sights also just excellent sights, and they are metal. But guys, there is no difference between the standard TP9sf and the one. They're both the exact same pistols, it's just one has a few less accessories. But you get all the great quality of the Canik, and again, you get that lifetime warranty. Now to disassemble the firearm, drop your magazine, check to make sure the gun is unloaded, and pull the trigger. Bring back your slide about 1/8 of an inch and just pull down on these takedown tabs. So on either side, you push forward and then we lift up. It doesn't come straight off like your standard slide. Recoil spring and guide rod, it is captive and it does have the flat recoil spring and it is metal. Then we have our barrel, again, match grade, hammer forged barrel, and they're button pulled, and these are just excellent. Just to give you an idea, you can see it's black nitride all the way through, and just standard striker fire stuff. Here with the frame, same thing. So all we need to do to field strip, just throw in your barrel first. A little bit of a tight fit in and out, but there it goes, and then your recoil spring and guide rod. Remember, we're going to bring it and set it down, and then just bring it back. Now these are made by a private aerospace company in Turkey. They are imported by Century Arms, and of course Canik USA is the company here. They have come out with a subcompact model, but they can't import them from Turkey because of the importation laws in the US, which restrict smaller size firearms. But hopefully we may see some manufacturing coming to the US. That's really the only way they're going to be able to do it. And with the popularity of the Canik pistols, it would definitely be a very popular handgun. Now, one of the big things about the Canik is the price, but with the 1 Series, it really gets the price down right. With the Canik TP9sf, these are retailing for $299. With the SF Elite, because of some of the extra features, these are $325, and that is retail price. So, you know, street price or market price will be a little better, and you can kind of keep your eye out. But these are very new for the Canik line, and definitely 2 excellent options. So guys, if you're looking for a striker fire 9mm pistol, check out the Caniks. They are excellent, but with the new 1 Series, the price is right. And again, these are Metgar mags, so you know you can get those pretty readily available, and they're really good quality. So even though this only comes with 1 magazine, which to me is the only downside to this pistol, you can get extras, and I highly recommend you get extras. And again, I want to thank Century Arms for sending the Canik TP9sf and SF Elite for this test and evaluation. Guys, whenever I have a Canik review come up, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. And the price, again, is just excellent. Oh, that darn rabbit! Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Good stuff. Yeah!
What?
Somebody.
Somebody. Anybody come shoot this gun.
Somebody. Come on, sis, get your makeup on. Come on. If you'd read my mind.
Well, you know, I'm trying.
Well, there ain't much there to read.
Wait, let me make sure it's not in the way. Okay.